Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukeness Monster. Today we're going to be going over all of the vintage collection news from yesterday's Fan First Wednesday livestream. Unfortunately, I could not get that video out yesterday. I was really hoping I could, and I just could not. So I do apologize for that, all you vintage collection fans. But we do have the news video out now, and it is pretty good that it is an early morning, I guess. So you guys don't have to wait all day for it. But yeah, so real quick, if you guys are not subscribed, before you get in the news, if you aren't subscribed, make sure to hit that sub button and like the video because we are giving away this ARC Trooper Echo, which you guys can definitely not see at all. It is the black series, and it is right there. We're giving that away once we hit 5K subs, so make sure to hit that subscribe button, and on to the news. First up in the reveals is actually the Carbonized wave for the Mandalorian. It's the second wave. We've already have one in the past, and this is another wave for the vintage collection, and it is looking pretty good. The first one up is the armor. She's already pretty shiny, but the Carbonized version is just a little bit shinier, a little bit pearlier. It's not a huge difference compared to the original version, but it still looks pretty good. I feel like if you have the original version, it's not really worth a pickup, unless if you're super keen on picking up every single Carbonized figure like that, but it is pretty cool. Next up is the Incinerator Trooper, and like I said, this one is also very similar to the original one. You can't really see a whole lot of difference in the red, while I'm sure up in person it looks like very different in the red. It's on camera it doesn't pick up super well, but the white does look different. It looks more of a pearlyish color than a white, and you know, it is what it is. I think it looks alright. Definitely probably the best version of this out of the set, and I might have to pick one of these up. Like I said, I don't really collect vintage collection a whole lot, but I might have to pick that guy up because he looks pretty cool. After him is actually Moff Gideon, and this one also doesn't look super carbonized either. I love the idea of it, but this one probably looks the least carbonized out of all of them. I know it's hard to get that carbonized effect on black paint, because, you know, black, I guess, kind of absorbs most of that light and shine anyway, but I think it still turned out pretty well. They did the best with what they could do, and like I said, if you are pretty keen on picking up all the carbonized figures, this one might be one for you to pick up. And the last up is actually the Shore Trooper, another one that wasn't really featured in The Mandalorian a whole lot more than, I don't know, 15-20 seconds. It was in the show, though, so I do see why they are labeling this as The Mandalorian, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I love the Shore Trooper. I don't like the carbonized look, though. It doesn't really come off super well. It is what it is, I guess. I don't know. It's just not my favorite figure. I do personally love the normal Shore Trooper, though. It's just a carbonized look doesn't look super great. While it does look the shiniest out of all the other ones revealed today, it just doesn't look super good, in my opinion. But like I said, if you are about getting all of those vintage collection carbonized figures, go right for it. You do you. Next up, they also announced a new line coming to the vintage collection, which is specifically for troop building. And I saw this and I immediately thought it's a battle pack, but for vintage collection, which is pretty cool. So the first one that they are revealing is a stormtrooper build-up pack. It's not really a build-up pack, it's more of like an army builder set, but it comes with 3 stormtroopers and then 1 red pauldron stormtrooper, so 4 stormtroopers in total. And yeah, this is pretty cool. I really like this. This is a sick idea. The packaging looks so cool. I absolutely dig the packaging. And yeah, like I said, I think clone troopers would be a little bit better for this because they are, I feel like, a little bit harder to army build than stormtroopers, because I just feel like right now the market is super over fluctuated with stormtroopers for the vintage collection, but I think it's hard to get too many stormtroopers because stormtroopers are just awesome, so I don't blame them at all for this. It's really cool idea, and I hope they continue the line with clone troopers, droids, rebels, etc. I'd love to see that, and honestly, I hope they eventually bring this into the Black Series. That would be so cool for the Black Series. Obviously, there would be about $100 sets for each one, but I don't really care because it'd still be really freaking cool to get army builder packs like that. Dude, imagine you get like 3 501st troopers and then a 501st jet trooper as like a battle pack there. Or heck, do 3 normal phase 2 clone troopers and then a Captain Rex or an ARC Trooper 5. So, you know, something like that I would just love to see that so much. It'd be so cool for the Black Series. But, you know, it is here in the vintage collection, and I cannot wait to see where this line goes. One thing that really surprises me, though, is in the live stream they stressed how important army building was in the vintage collection, and then they decided to make this a Hasbro Pulse Disney store exclusive, which means it's going to be decently hard to get since it is a store exclusive. I mean, I would have really loved this to be in every store possible. You know, you just walk in, see the set, pick it up if you need to army build, but they stress how important army building is, and then they make it hard to do so. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on that. But next up, we actually do have images for the Vintage Collection Emperor. Now, we do already have images for this, but this is the con exclusive one with the throne. This is just the normal carded version. And if you're wondering, is there any difference between these two figures? The newer carded version actually has a brand new face sculpt than the one with the throne. I say 100% if you're going to get either one of these, get the one with the throne, because I believe that one is about $32, where the original carded one is about $15. So for double the price, you get that whole backdrop, the chair, and some extra accessories. So I'd go for the convention exclusive one if you can get it, but either way, the Emperor is just great to get in the Vintage Collection. And then we also did get another 2 more original 96 figures for the Vintage Collection. First up is Lobot. This guy looks really cool, and I'm so glad we're getting this because we did get the carbon freezing chamber last year, so it is nice to get Lobot to go with that, considering he has not gotten a Vintage Collection release yet. So super happy about that. I love Lobot, and I hope he gets a Black Series release too. And then the next figure is actually Bib Fortuna, which is super cool as well. Like I said, another brand new figure for the Vintage Collection, looking really, really nice. And with the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi here coming up in a few years, a little over a year now, I guess, it's going to be nice to start getting some more of those Jabba's Palace figures to go with that. So yeah, I think Bib Fortuna is also another great release for the Vintage Collection. And I know he is pipelined for the Black Series as well, so I cannot wait to get him in the Black Series either. And then last up, we actually do have a I forgot what they called it, a pipeline reveal wave for the Vintage Collection. So 2 of them are just repacks, but they're really cool repacks, and then the last 2 are brand new figures. So first up is actually Yoda. So the photo from this is a Empire Strikes Back Yoda, so I'm guessing it will be an Empire Strikes Back Yoda on card, but you never know, they could have just put an Empire Strikes Back photo and it be a prequel Yoda, but I do think it is going to be Empire Strikes Back Yoda, which I'm fine with because that Yoda is still awesome. Next up is the 501st Trooper, in definite need of a re-release. I know we got Fives and Echo here on single card Vintage Collection releases, and I'm sure Jesse is going to come pretty soon. But yeah, the 501st Trooper is just going to come and allow us to army build the 501st a whole lot better. I know we did get General Anakin Skywalker as well from the Clone Wars, I believe last year too. So, we are just really army building that 501st here, and I'm super happy he's getting another Vintage repack. Another Vintage Collection pipeline reveal that we do have for today is a Mandalorian Death Watch Airborne Trooper. My camera's slowly sliding down. I do apologize for that. Here, you know what? We are going to fix that. There we go. It is actually the Mandalorian Death Watch Trooper. So, yeah, this was pretty cool. Obviously, it's just another designed for the, I guess, Death Watch Trooper. I'm not entirely sure if we do have a Death Watch in the Vintage Collection yet, but this is the airborne version, and I'm perfectly fine with that because it's going to look awesome. Whether you put it next to Bo-Katan, Ahsoka Tano, I don't care who you put it next to, it's going to look great. I love any Death Watch we could get, so I'm happy about that. And then there's also, the last one is one of the people from the Cantina Band. I don't know his name. I know it's on the screen there. I don't know how to pronounce it either. But yeah, I'm actually really happy about this guy too. I do believe that the Cantina is rumored for the Vintage Collection right now, so this is a great way to get some musicians for your Cantina. Pretty happy about that as well. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the video. If you did enjoy, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.